All right, Nick, we are live.
Okay.
Just Nick in the background.
There's some bipping and bopping back there.
Getting my live stream water.
Of course.
You gotta have live stream water.
Gotta
I
have
think you should talk.
We have a restream as well.
Yes, I am posting in school really fast.
Want me to post it from our Facebook page to our
That'd be
Big-
wonderful.
group?
Sounds good.
All right, I'll get right on.
Um,
Alright, thank you.
they were obsessively refreshing.
Aha. Obsessively.
We're here now.
Hello, friends. Happy Friday.
It is posted in Facebook.
Excellent.
Cool. And Nick, can you pull up that Facebook thing? I'm going to post the Free Journal Friday form.
Mhm.
I need you to pin that bad
In
boy.
Facebook.
Pin it.
It is pinned.
We are here.
Hello, everyone.
So we might have made a mistake today.
Uh-oh.
We sent out an email that formally invited everyone to the live stream, which is good. I think is important. We sent it out like 10 a.m. my time. So, like, are people really going to be like, oh, in 4 hours, I got to be there? Or is it better to like, hey, we're live right now. You got an email. We're live. Come hang out.
I think there's compelling arguments for both. Not everyone is checking their email every second, you know. I feel like it's probably more likely that the nature of email is like, I'll check it later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Text, maybe, different story. If you're like, we're live right now, here's the link to watch us.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it would make a little more sense, but
If we wanted to, I could send a text right now. I could invite everyone via text message right this second.
Dude.
I think does it cost money to do that?
Mm-hmm. Hey, time is money.
You got to spend money to make money.
Yeah.
That's the thing people say.
It is unfortunate that our number one export is us giving away stuff for free today. But all that being said, if this is your first live stream, welcome. My name is the Heroes Journal. No, my name is Kyle.
He legally changed his name for tax purposes.
I'm Kyle, Nick, Ryan. We're here to chat with
Good
you.
afternoon. Hello.
We're here to talk about stories. We're here to talk about our weeks. We're here to talk about the future of the Heroes Journal. We're also here to talk about you and what you've done this week. But more than anything else, you're here to have a good time.
Oh, yeah.
And
If
that's
you're here, you're going to have a good time too.
Good vibes only.
Ryan, I wanted to say something to you. This is good. It's
Okay.
important.
Yes, please.
I really want to buy one of those shirts to support the pediatric unit that you made that design for. I don't know if you want a shirt, but I love it. I love the little sloth guy.
Well, the thing is, they're only good for like the nurses in this department. I don't think they're going to be selling them. I think they're just going to be like for their staff. But here's it also. They didn't pick that design. They picked the dinosaur design. So I could use that
Really?
sloth to make my own shirts at my TeePublic store. I could put the sloth on. I'm thinking about doing that anyway because I have, might as well let it be used for something, right? Yeah.
How do I get in on this sloth shirt situation?
Well, I can once I finish this thing for the pediatric nurses, I'll link you to my sloth shirt when it's on TeePublic. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I will say the dino design is also great.
Thank
It
you.
is.
That's one they picked. They want some edits, so I'm gonna do that this weekend.
Oh, right. For everyone who's a bit bewildered right now, a bit confused.
Yeah, what are you guys talking about? They're saying.
I'm gonna go ahead and I'll screen share it so people can look at it.
All right, sounds good.
So this is the one that I like. These are sloths, correct?
They're sloths, yes.
Okay, cool.
They're two-toed
And then
sloths.
There's
Three-toed
also
sloth.
this.
Yes.
These are both great.
Thank you, Kyle.
There's something about this one that just feels so warm.
It's supposed to feel like a hug.
Very cozy. Makes me want to be a sloth.
Sounds nice, right? Seems cozy.
It's great.
Sloths are cool, dude. They have like, they're pretty incredible creatures. They have so much going on for them. I can tell you all kinds of sloth facts. They're top
You
notch.
have a bunch of sloth facts. Oh, I just opened up my LinkedIn. I thought I stopped sharing.
Yeah, sloth facts. So, on most creatures, their hair grows from like the top down, right?
Yeah.
But on sloth, it actually goes from the belly down, because they're upside down all the time. That hair is hanging.
Ah.
If it grew the other way, it wouldn't grow as neatly and evenly. Also, they only go down from the trees like once every couple weeks, I think, and that's to poop.
Really?
Time they're ever on the ground. Yeah.
Do they poop so sparingly because they move so sparingly?
I think they can just hold it in a long time, and then it becomes too much, and they have to climb down the tree. That's the only time they're ever on the ground. The only time they're vulnerable
Really?
there. Yeah.
So if you see a sloth climbing down a tree,
It's probably going poop. Yeah.
it's on the way to the bathroom.
Yep. Yep.
Fascinating.
Yeah.
I know what you're doing, and this is disgusting.
Yeah. Gross, dude. But come on. I mean, otherwise they're just hanging out in trees. Would you rather they poop from up there? No. It's
Yeah.
gonna land on you.
True.
It is polite of them to do it so sparingly. I mean, they poop
Okay.
twice a month.
Yeah.
I mean, it could give away their position if they pooped from the tree. It's a survival thing.
Ah,
Because I mean that poop's gonna fall through every branch on the way down,
good point.
Yeah.
I can't really think of a sloth as a predator or a prey to anyone. I feel like they live outside the food chain.
They get eaten by
like
birds. So eagles eat them. Big birds eat them.
Eat sloths?
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yep. If they're that's why they're such good camouflage, because like so there's like let's say you're an eagle, right? You're flying around Costa Rica, and you can pick between a monkey that's running around in the branches or a sloth that's kind of like hanging underneath it, and it's really green and hard to see. You might whiff it and hit the branch instead. You go for the monkey, right? But that said, when they go down to the forest floor, they also have big cats to worry about, other critters. So,
Wow.
Is an eagle technically a raptor?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Is a raptor a bird that eats meat?
It's a bird of prey. Yeah.
Bird of prey. Okay.
So it's like eagles, falcons, hawks, vultures, guys in that family, osprey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a hard time imagining a bird eating meat, but that's just not the case.
I mean, you can see it happen. I mean, our national bird, dude.
Yeah.
They eat meat all the time. Mostly roadkill. Bald eagles, but
we have a very good question in the chat, actually.
Yeah.
Juanita Hill. Or Hall, sorry. Juanita Hall. We are in the process of restocking the creativity deck, although restocking is a bit of a misleading term because we actually did a whole undertaking in revamping this. I would actually call this the second edition of the creativity deck.
Yeah.
About a month ago, we went back to the drawing board and we revisited every single side quest in that deck. We made sure that they were each a little more specific to the creative side quest. Or I don't know, we made them all very specifically more creative side quests. There was a few in there that were kind of more general, like self-care type side quests that we sprinkled in the past. But this time we were like, you know what? We're carving out a more specific lane for the creativity deck. We also updated the box, which I'm very excited about. It's much easier to open, hopefully. And it looks great. And we also, and by we, I mean Ryan, added, we went from 4 different little card backgrounds, as you know, to, I think we have 13.
13, that's right.
Yeah. So a
Yeah.
lot more to look at, a lot more that sort of decorates the deck. And then new side quests to get those creative juices flowing. And more creative things to look at in a better box. It's truly great.
It's going to be good.
So Jackson, if you do like the box, keep in mind I wouldn't say we did a major overhaul of the box design. Does that make sense? Yeah. I wonder if we can show.
You have one of the samples, right, with you in person?
Like
There-
the style
No,
box. Yeah.
No, I wasn't
Huh?
sent a sample, but I think I have a picture I can share. Let me see. I know that Ryan dreads sharing the actual.
Well, it looks like nothing. I think is the
That's true.
problem.
Yeah, the file is massive and it's not very fun to look at.
Yeah.
You guys want to know the vial is 1 terabyte. Big box.
Yeah.
That's what they mean when they say big box retailers, is that the files for the boxes are huge.
I might
It's not-
need.
Yeah.
Here we go. How do I present?
I think Kyle needs to give you permission.
Oh, right. Nick, can I should I swear you in?
Yeah.
Swear you in.
I promise to share the truth, nothing but the truth.
I promise to present. Read my whole screen. I also can't.
Noah Pax. You have a keen eye. I think Nick is actually chomping on a flosser.
Yeah, sorry.
Flosser. Okay.
I've been flossing my teeth. Sorry, I should stop. Can you guys see this? Am I sharing the right thing here?
I'm eating cookies, Bonnie Bunch.
Is this showing up in the live stream? My screen share?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
So again, this is not designed. This is just the structure of the box,
Yeah.
which is not that inspiring.
It's 2 parts.
Yeah, but it is 2 pieces. Top box, little middle box, bottom box. I'll try to get a better. I think I have a video somewhere in this thread.
I think we do. Yeah.
That might be a better idea. Yeah, let me see here. Maybe we don't.
Do we not?
It's okay. I think that the vibe is understood.
Yeah, well, now I'm bothered.
Go get a cookie, Bonnie Bunch. It's good for you.
Friday. It's Friday. Have a cookie. Yeah.
Level my frames. $100 to level my frames. Symmetry OCD is taking over my frames. What you talking about?
The background of your.
Oh, in the background? Oh, that's because the cats hit them all the time. Sorry, I'm not gonna touch them. Every time I move them, the cats knock them back. So it's a losing effort.
Yeah, I was like,
$100 is good, but I had to get up and do it. I don't know. I'm not gonna do it.
be like, I thought he was talking about the Golden Gate Bridge.
Partly because my angles, maybe the way my camera is tilted. If I tilt it like that, a little straighter. Nah, they're still pretty uneven. I hear this. I'll do this for you. You have to give me $100, okay? 1 second.
There we go.
There we go.
Well, those aren't straight either.
Whoops. Okay. Good point. Good point. Good point.
Okay.
Here, I'll just be in 2001. I'm becoming the Star Child. Now give me $100. I'll send you my PayPal.
There we
Okay.
go.
Give me $100. I'm the Star Child. Give me $100.
Yeah.
All right.
We
It took
got
me
the video.
this video. Sorry. But this is the structure of the box. There you go. 2 whole pieces.
Oh, yeah.
These are not designed. But that is the structure that we are changing over to. Because we had a lot of heroes not have a good time with the opening of the box.
No, in the defense,
Just playing, Timothy.
It's
Pay
really
$100.
hard to not. I have to do the influencer thing. I tore mine as well.
Yeah. There's been some printings of the cards that it hasn't been an issue. There's been others where it just becomes an issue again. And we figured, we're refreshing the decks themselves to be more specific to, Creativity Quest. We are actually launching. Am I allowed to say the other new deck we're making?
Sure, why not?
We haven't said anything about this.
Yeah.
No.
This is straight up bean drop right now. Yeah. So, okay. In addition to the Creativity deck getting a second edition, we revisited the Variety deck, and I think we kept the art backing for that deck. So those cards artistically will be the same, but that SideQuest deck is going from the Variety SideQuest deck. It is transforming into the Chores SideQuest deck. Yeah. That has been pretty much our most requested, specific deck to make. And we decided that instead of having a Variety deck, we would make one that is solely dedicated to Chores. And I'm excited about it, actually. I know it sounds weird to be excited about a Chores SideQuest deck, but we had a lot of fun making it. And again, it has its own updated box. And I don't know. I think
it's good.
It's going to be a hit.
Yeah.
It's a fun way to do chores. So, yeah.
I was excited, but I don't like chores.
Well, no one likes chores. That's the point of the deck.
That is the point. If you hate chores, then this deck is for you.
The funniest thing about it, we had to bring my girlfriend in to look at the list to make sure that the things that we weren't forgetting any crucial chores, because Nick and I also like doing chores. So we needed to know what to put on there.
It's a good mix of, stuff that you sort of regularly have to do. And then there's a few chores in there that I feel like you don't do as often, but are good to do.
Yeah.
A really good question. How long does a side quest take? An hour? A day? A week?
Excellent question.
The goal for a side quest is anywhere between probably 15 minutes to 2 hours, depending on how big the side quest deck is. If one of them is go for a long walk, that might take you 2 hours. But
2 hours is a long time, but it is possible, I guess, that a side quest could go that long.
Yeah, we have one that was go to a concert or go do something you've never done before.
Yeah. It's not a chore, but
yeah, not for the chore deck. The chore deck is truly something that you could do for 5 minutes. You can probably do the same thing for an hour. Just how deep in the chore you go.
And look, we don't like chores either. That's why we made it. It was our most requested one because, I think that our whole brand is sort of reintroducing you to things that you sort of have to do and you don't really want to do. But if you can think of them in a different way, maybe a little gamified, maybe a little more fantastical or imaginative or fun, or just looking at your situation where you're like a little hero on a quest, it makes it a little bit easier. And so that is sort of the whole point of the chore deck. And I guess it could flop, but I think it'll be good.
I think people are going to like it.
Yeah. So we have the chore deck, creativity deck, and then we're also going to be revisiting what is the adventure deck right now and also the self-care deck. And we don't know yet, but it's possible that we're definitely going to update the boxes. So we'll have matching boxes, but those could also change a little bit as well. We might rename them, rebrand them a little bit. We're putting those on pause because, to be honest, we have tons of inventory of them. And also we're really excited about working on the Way of Astoria, our newest storyline. Mm-hmm. I'm very excited about this journal. Very, very, very.
Honestly, is a pretty good segue into our first segment of the day.
Oh boy.
Story o'clock.
Is that what time it is? My goodness, it sure is.
Oh boy.
One hair past a freckle.
Here we go. All right. It's story o'clock. You know what that means. And if you don't, I'm going to tell you. That means in the comments, sound off some stories. Could be a book, could be a movie, could be a show. Any medium you like to consume stories through. Make some recommendations. Maybe give a rating. It's your time to put your critic hat on. You can be a critique, a critic. You can be critical of something, or you can just praise something. Maybe something that I feel like is a bit of a hidden gem that is worth sharing. And I'm patting myself on the back publicly because I got Kyle. Well, I guess I'm taking credit for this. I don't know if this did it for you. Kyle is reading Dungeon Crawler Carl.
Yeah. I think you got a lot of people on that train, Nick, because people in the school were talking about it in my What You Doing Wednesday. They're talking about reading Dungeon Crawler Carl, going to the library to get it.
I love it.
I think you've started something, dude. You got me to read it, so.
I mean, look, I can't take credit. It's just a good book.
Are you reading it or are you listening to it, Ryan?
I have them on my Kindle. They're free on Kindle Unlimited. So I'm on what number? The one with the train. Is that the third one? Fourth one?
Third one.
Third one. Okay. Yeah.
That's the only thing we got.
I'm still listening through the first one.
Nice.
It's like 13 hours of listening time. It's a long book.
There's a lot going on there. Yeah.
They get longer every single book. Like the one I'm listening to is like, I'm on the 6th book, I think. I want to say it's like 28 hours. Like each of them get like 2 hours longer every time.
Oh my gosh.
Is the book faster to read or to listen?
I like reading them, but I don't know. Audiobooks always take longer for me. Sometimes I like the way they're read, if I'm doing something else, like I'm driving or like working on the Heroes Journal, sometimes I'll have an audiobook on, but most part, I think I read faster than they can tell it to me. I listen to like 1.5 speed sometimes just because I want to get to the, keep talking.
Yeah, I will say, I think you would love the audiobook version. There's so many voices and they they really differentiate things. So it gives it a little bit more of a 3D experience.
Yeah.
Sound effects and stuff.
Yeah.
Nice.
So that's nice.
It's fun. But
all right, we got a couple in here. So
I know I want to give some love to
there's a show Mid-Century Modern.
Yeah. What's Mid-Century Modern about? I want to know. I'm curious.
That's a
Oh wow. It has Matt Bomer in it.
Bomer?
Bomer?
Yeah. I think it's Bomer.
From White Collar, which I talked about last week, which is crazy.
Yeah.
There you go.
Dave is reading still reading Fourth Steel and Thunder? Is it called Steel and Thunder? Or is it called Fourth Steel and Thunder? And I'm misreading it. By Dominic N. Ashen. Fantastic.
All right.
Heather S. is currently reading Enchantment, a classic fantasy with a modern twist. Slow start, but after the setup, it is getting awesome. Finished listening to The Stand.
The Stand. Oh, that's a long one. That's good.
I do love the idea of Marcus Aurelius reading The Master and Margarita.
Master and Margarita is a great book.
But it's just funny. It's just funny to think of Marcus Aurelius doing that.
The guy himself, yeah.
I love this. Banny Bud watched a few movies while on planes for our trip to Ireland and Scotland last week. That's a fun trip. Song of the Sea and Wolf Walkers are so good.
Oh, those are good. Yes. Book of Kells is awesome.
This is so great.
I love Nova Pax's definition of mid-century modern. It's Golden Girls with older gay men, which is such a
that sounds
because I was like looking at the IMDb of it. I was like, this is kind of like Golden Girls, and then I got a little bit of like,
you're right on the money.
Positive.
Malazan Book of the Fallen, Sean Wolf. That's a book I read the first one as an audiobook I had. And that's when I had to read at 1.5 speed because the guy read so slow and there's so many freaking names. I got so confused. So I had to read it in person because it was too difficult to listen to. But it's an interesting series. Cool fantasy setting.
You know what? This is a great one. Melanie just popped in and said, I am rereading Atomic Habits. It's not a fiction book, but sometimes I need a reminder that every small decision counts. I love that, Melanie. Even though it's story o'clock, I'm a huge fan of Atomic Habits. I reread it every year. And I actually haven't reread it yet this year, which is a shame. I've been meaning to. And you may just inspire me to start this weekend.
It's only March.
It's a good book.
I've never read it.
It's just so it's very straightforward. I think that's why I like it. It's not a lot of fluff, just about habits. It's a good reminder.
Okay.
Yeah. The quote, what's the summarizing quote of that book? It's like, you don't rise to the level of your ambition, or you don't rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the systems of your habits. Is that what it is?
Yeah, well, yeah, you don't rise to the level of your ambition. You fall to the level of your systems.
Systems. That's what it is.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I think
Kind of talk about systems and habits, and how your habits tell you more about who you are than you tell you about who you are.
Interesting.
it's good.
Yeah.
Okay.
My favorite part about that is he has this part in the book where he talks about moving his TV into a closet.
Yeah.
And every time people start reading Atomic Habits, I always think to myself, you're about 2 weeks away from putting your TV in the closet. And I just think it's like
Yeah.
this book is just causing TVs to go in closets around America.
No.
Yeah. The TV industry hates him.
Yeah, they hate this one. It's one weird trick.
Yeah. It's a good one. It's very like pop psychology, but I feel like it's stood the test of time.
I think it's one of like the best selling nonfiction books in like the 20th century or 21st century.
Wow.
It has to be up there.
Juanita Hall asks, any way at all to get an original creativity deck? Does anyone have one available? We could probably send you one.
We don't have any. They're all gone.
Oh, actually, we oversold them. Shoot.
By 17.
Yeah.
Well, beans.
I mean, I have a few. I'll tell you what, if you win Free Journal Friday today,
Yeah.
I will mail you one.
Personally.
I think I have one or two. And to be honest, I don't think I'll need them anymore because I use them for like marketing stuff. And since we're going to be revamping it, I'll send you one.
There you go.
This week is a really big week in the Kyle household. I want you guys to know this.
All right. Tell us about it.
Casey has never seen The Princess Bride.
Oh wow.
Oh,
That's a
that is incredible.
What a blind spot, man. Wow.
Goodness. Has she heard about it? I'm sure. You haven't even heard about it?
She was like, I don't know what that is. When we
Really? Does she?
How did this come up? Did you make a reference?
By the way, you guys missed a really good opportunity. She's never heard of it. Inconceivable. What are we doing here? What are we doing here?
Is she like Amish or something? What's her problem?
No, she's just not really a big movie person.
That's like that's been like on. It's been on every afternoon on like Fox Family for the last 20 years. I feel like how could you miss this?
Yeah, so unfortunately started it pretty late in the day. So we watched half and she was like falling asleep because she goes to bed early. So we still have the second half to watch. But
wow.
So
what
far,
an opportunity. See with fresh eyes. How exciting.
Yeah. I just think it's such like a cultural thing. I feel like to be a part of Western culture is to understand The Princess Bride.
Right. Yeah. Wow. That is amazing.
Yeah. So cultural moment over here.
Absolutely. That's exciting.
Have you been like consistently borrowing from that movie throughout your relationship? Like when she says, can you do this thing for me? You say as you wish, or
she's going to whoosh over her head.
She's gonna watch it and be like, I thought you were just a sweet guy. You're just doing all your moves from this movie.
She finds out that everything I've ever said to her is just something from a movie.
Inconceivable, Casey.
No, honestly, like I didn't see Princess Bride until I was in high school. And so it didn't really have a big cultural kind of like formation for me as far as how I view the world. So I don't think I reference it very often. I just think it's like a must see. It's a must watch.
Oh yeah, it's a classic.
Give me your each of you and people in the comments. Give me your favorite character from Princess Bride.
Favorite character?
Favorite character.
Oh man, that's tough.
I mean, the most recent Dred Scott pirate, right?
Are you Pirate Roberts? You like Wesley?
I like him. Yeah, I like Wesley.
Wesley.
I like Grandpa. I like Grandpa reading the story. He's so funny. Yeah, it's Peter Falk.
You know what I learned recently?
Mm-hmm.
Miracle Max. That's my favorite character.
Miracle Max. Okay.
Miracle Max. Dude, that's the same guy from When Harry Met Sally.
Yeah, it's Billy Crystal. Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah.
Duh! How did I know that? I also didn't see it when.
But the grandpa is also Columbo. Okay.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What I think is funny about the grandpa is how he is the only character in the entire movie who's like acting like up. Like who is just
Yeah.
like he's just so over the top for no reason. Like
I know he's so good.
like he's like hair and makeup to be old. He like walks in the room and he's all like
He's really playing it up. I mean, but if you watch Columbo, he's not playing it up that much. He just kind of he's like that all the time, kind of rumpled and.
Okay, I like Nova sounding on here and just saying Buttercup needs some love. I agree.
Yeah.
I like Buttercup. Buttercup's a good character.
Yeah. Is the kid who's sick.
That's Fred Savage.
Yeah. Ben Savage's brother.
Is that the mole kid from
Austin Powers?
Austin Powers?
Might be. He's
I actually don't think so.
He's really famous. He's in the Wonder Years. That was his show. What's the Wonder Years?
I don't think I remember.
Oh man.
Of course, Julie had to sound in with Inigo Montoya, which is probably the right answer here.
That's probably the right answer. Yeah.
That is probably the most quotable. Actually, I don't know. It's tough.
Yeah, Inigo's pretty great. He's probably as far as characters in the story, Inigo's my favorite, I think.
You killed my father.
Kill my father.
Prepare to die.
He is in Austin Powers though.
We hear it, but he's not the mole guy. That's insane.
Yeah. That's crazy that he's number 3.
Banny Bunch hasn't seen Princess Bride either.
Another opportunity.
He is mole guy. Okay, thank you. I'm sorry.
He is?
Yeah. Yes.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I don't think this is a great line. Jeff dropped a fantastic line. I don't think that means what you think it means. It's such a well.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that means what you think it means. Oh,
Yeah.
you got me watch. I want to watch Princess Bride now.
Yeah, Princess Bride feels very Monty Python. Is it Monty Python? No, it's not.
No,
but
it sort of does though.
Yeah,
I can see why you'd say that. There is such a small joke in that movie that from a young age, I remember watching this and just it taught me about the concept of like physical comedic timing. And I think it's when the six-fingered man, I think it's him.
Yeah.
He like squares up with Inigo Montoya and he just runs away.
Mm-hmm.
He like sizes him up and then just turns and runs away. And I don't know why. That is so funny to me.
It's hilarious. Yeah.
It's such a weird touch to like his character in that moment that like, I don't know. I love it. It's very good. This is the last thing I'll say about Princess Bride, then we can move on. My like school that I went to in Kansas which is where I was born, they did a play. They put on a play.
Oh, that's cute.
And I don't remember much from it, but I remember what's the acronym for the rodents of unusual size? Or what is it?
Oh,
in the swamp.
Rodents of unusual.
You know what I'm talking about? It's like
ROUS, right? ROUS.
Rodents of unusual size.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. No, wait, that was a whole different film. Hold on. Oh, it is. Yeah.
Yeah, ROUS.
ROUS. I just remember like a high school kid being in like a giant rat suit.
Oh man, that rocks.
And he was on the football team and he just tackled the guy.
Whoa.
He didn't look like a rat at all. It was so clearly like not a drama kid that they got for this part.
It's like a football player who, doing it for the drama credit or something. Yeah.
Exactly. He's just like a tail hanging down. I don't know. I just have this weird memory in my head. Because that's kind of how it is in the movie too. Like it's
that's true.
A guy in a rodent costume. Anyway,
one of the things that I loved about Princess Bride watching it most recently is how easy they make everything for like the prince and his men. It's like they have to climb that super tall rope to get to the top, and then they cut to them. Like they have all these horses and just people up there,
Mm-hmm.
and then it's like they go through this super hard forest, and they're just waiting for them on the other side. It's like just so easy for them, and I don't know. I think the comedy of that part of it is really funny too. Of like, just it's almost like our B plot in Way of Astoria. It's kind of just like everything is easy.
Yeah. That's fun.
I can't stop talking about Princess Bride. The last thing I want to say, the torture device taught me that from a very young age, that stories don't have to make sense for them to understand like the consequences of something. Like even from a kid, I was like, this machine makes no sense. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, what's it actually gonna do to him?
Like, what is it even doing, first of all? It's just stretching him. And then, like, what is this number system that they've come up with? And he's like, not to 50. Turn it to 50. 50 what?
Exactly.
What are we even measuring? Anyway, I realized it doesn't matter. They're just trying to make a point. Pretty crazy.
With a bunch of gadgets and whatnot.
The cliffs of insanity. Oh, man.
I think we know what Nick's gonna do tonight.
You do. Yeah.
Yeah, you got me.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Design a torture device.
I feel like I would want to watch The Princess Bride with someone like Wes. I feel like he would have a lot of good insight.
Yeah, I bet he would too. Jeff said that he'd be down for a watch party. We could do that. We could do a little watch party one of these days.
Stream. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
We have to do it on a really obscure streaming service just so that it's different.
I don't really know how that works, but yeah.
We'll do it on Instagram Live. Anywho, the really fun part about Fridays is that not only do we get to talk about our favorite films and whatnot, the things that are going through our brains, we also get to talk really positively about ourselves in a way where we get to like toss out humility, and we just get to say what we mean, which is cool. I think there's a name for it actually. I can't remember what it was, but there's a name.
It has something.
Maybe the chat can help us. What is it? What is this called again?
I don't remember. Amnesia.
Yeah, it's like something about.
I feel like I'm like on Dora.
It feels like Blue's Clues. Yeah.
Yeah.
Where is it? It's got to be around here somewhere.
Chat, can you help us out what time it is?
I can't read a watch.
All right.
Heather, that's right. That's right. Brag o'clock.
You know what that means.
Oh.
Okay.
And if you don't know what that means, brag o'clock is a very special time. It's an incredible time where you get to brag about yourself and you don't have to worry about humility. We're all here to celebrate you. Whether it's something you think is big or whether it's something you think is small, doesn't matter because all brags are worthy of this moment. So go ahead and in the chat, type in your brag and we will read it aloud.
That's right.
Boast
hour.
That's pretty good.
Boast hour.
I feel like Boast hour.
Boast hour is a great rebrand for brag o'clock.
The reason I like Boast hour is because that would make us the boastest with the mostest. And I like that a lot.
That's pretty good. Yeah. Boast hour.
Should we read some from school today? I know that there's a thread in
should we have before we do that, before people are typing, should we say like last week you had, what's so great about me or whatever? What was that we had last week?
Oh yeah. What Ryan, do you have an idea of what people should put for their prefix?
You can say, let me tell you something about me. That's too long. Let's do that's too long. I like last week. I'm so great.
All right. You know why I'm so great.
I'm so great. We're just if you don't type it in, it's okay. We'll put it in for you when we read your your brags.
Well, from now on, you're supposed to type it. But if you've already boasted during the boast hour, it's okay. But from this point forward, you better type it.
Yeah. I like that. If it's just every week, it has to be. You have to preface this. Because I like the call and response that we get to read it. We get why so-and-so is so great?
Yeah, that was good.
How great are they?
We got some already rolling in. Timothy Henderson. Know why Timothy Henderson's so great?
Why is Timothy so great?
He's still alive after all he's been through.
That's amazing.
I mean, that's vague, but I feel you, Timothy. It's good to be alive.
Amen, Tim.
Yep.
Right,
hey, you guys know Kara?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, you know why she's so great?
Let's hear it.
Kara's great, and this is in her own words, because I knocked my major presentation out of the park. We had 3 different companies come together, and my speech landed really well. It felt so good. That's
amazing. Good for you.
So, you know Natasha, right?
Yeah.
Results.
Yeah, we love
That's why Natasha is so great.
What?
They are not sure if they've gotten faster or if their dogs have taken a pity on them, but twice they escaped the house this week, and they've actually reached them within 3 minutes of that escape. You're like
wow.
You're like Dog the Bounty Hunter.
That's amazing.
Nice. That was good.
All right. There's this guy, David. Okay, David Branson. You guys know him?
You know what? Yeah.
Yeah. Let me tell you why he's so great. He says, I made myself go to urgent care, or sent me to the ER, or sent me to the hospital, and I'm home and recovering. Taking a look at my life now to see how to approach it. Also, sweating the small stuff a lot less. They gave you the runaround, David, but you're alive, and I like it.
And you're here. That's why you're so great.
Yep. Jackson used the thing that I said briefly, like, let me tell you something about myself.
Oh, I like that. Okay.
Yeah. I meant my new one.
The acronym. I was like, I know it stands for something.
Yeah.
You know, you guys know why Jackson is great.
I've heard great things, but tell me more.
Jackson, about a 1-month-old nephew.
Wow.
Yes, dude.
Jackson just met said nephew.
Wow.
Oh, that's great.
Love it.
That's great.
Brag right there.
You know, I know you guys have seen the name here and there, but Ashley Park is actually really great. Do you want to know why?
Yeah, I love to.
It was their birthday yesterday, and they had so much support from their family in staying away from their husband, who they're divorcing, even when they are trying to emotionally manipulate them or their son.
There's a lot going on there, but man.
Yeah. First of all, happy birthday.
Happy birthday. That's amazing.
Second of all, incredible boundaries. That it is so important to have strong boundaries in a time like this, especially because it's your time, and we want to make sure that we celebrate you. So, congratulations.
So,
tricky situation.
I'm sure you guys have heard the legends of Nova Pox, Witch of Letters.
Yeah, I mean,
they're pretty great. Let me tell you why, though. They went to the park yesterday and swung so high they were upside down. I also decided to stay after having a panic attack despite wanting to leave. You know what? That's amazing. You live in a cartoon, Nova Pox. you truly are a witch, and I want to know your powers to go over a swing set. That's amazing.
I love Rag Clock. It was great.
Yeah.
For Boast Hour. Okay. Guys, Pondering Hobbit. I'm sure you're aware of the name.
Yes, of course.
You know why they're great this week?
Sure.
I'm going to read it in their words. I have a growth mindset, and I speak my mind. It's all up here.
Gotta have it.
Pondering Hobbit's so great.
So this one is actually about Julie Martin, who, if you don't know, is the leading hero in school. Has the most points in school.
Wow.
So we already know why they're so great. But let's hear some more. I don't let the negative energy at my workplace get me down. That's powerful.
Yeah.
That's great.
Say, no, I won't let you.
I think Ryan's up.
Am I up? Yep. It's like around Jeffrey, right? Is Jeffrey the one we're talking about? You guys know Jeffrey, right?
That's great.
Yeah, the great one cleaned, oiled, and waxed her friend's saddle today. Then she brought over a second saddle for repair and cleaning. That's horse stuff, you guys.
That's awesome.
Horse stuff.
That's why Jeffrey Deer's so great. You might call him Jeffrey Horse, not Jeffrey Deer. I mean, gosh.
Hey!
No, you should call you Jeffrey Deer. It's a great name. I'm just messing
also known as Jeffrey Driving.
Jeffrey Driving.
Yeah. Hey, you guys know Jeremy.
Of course.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to tell you why he's so great. Jeremy said, I'm so great because I realized today that I still really love what I do.
You know what that means, right? Jeffrey hasn't worked a day in their life.
You're right. You're right.
Bandy
love that.
Bunch, we've heard the name, right?
Yeah.
Well, let me just tell you why Bandy Bunch is so great. They talked to many people on their international trip with a total of 51 people. Made new friends. That's incredible. 51 is an area that I would never go when it comes to people. So
51's a
that's
lot.
incredible.
Sean Wolf. He's pretty great, right?
That's what I've heard.
I can tell you more about him, though. He says, you know why I'm so great? I'm learning to grow things and trying stuff I wouldn't normally. Going outside your comfort zone is amazing.
It is amazing.
Well done, Sean.
It's fantastic. Melanie. You guys know Melanie Smith, honey. Well, you know why they're great. Because Melanie said, I'm going to start video documenting my health journey and logging everything in my hero's journal.
That's pretty cool.
Not only is that a great brag, I want to see some video content. I'm not sure if you're even open to sharing that. Maybe this is just for you. But if you want, we'd love to see that.
Yeah.
I mean, look, we got to get the word out about the Heroes Journal. And if people are seeing it's working for you, it might work for them.
Yeah.
Please, please, please. If you're brave enough to get on camera, share the journey.
Are we on Heather now?
Yeah, so you guys know Heather S. Did you actually know Heather S's full name? It's Heather Super Great. And let me tell you why.
Right.
Because they did all the things this week. It was a very productive week, both personally and at work and with the family. That's incredible. Way to go, Heather Super Great.
Fantastic.
Awesome. Let's see who's next. Oh, crap. I clicked out of the window. Nick, take it. I can't. I cover for me. Cover for me. I can't. They got covering.
All right. Cheyenne hopped in here. You know why Cheyenne's great?
Let's hear it.
Which I think that might be, I think it's an old name.
It is. Yes. It's an old name.
Vel.
I've signified that. It's Vel, right?
Vel, yeah.
That's right. You guys know why Vel's so great?
Why is Vel great?
Vel came out to their job and requested a client who was accepting of a trans caregiver.
That's awesome.
That's amazing.
Full brag.
I love that.
Look at the opening. Look at the world. Because it's so great.
It's so great.
Ryan, would you like to do the very last one?
I can't see the messages. I came back in and it says wait, ready to display messages. Might have to take this one.
All right, so this one's from Yulia Garcia. I'm guessing it's Yulia. It could just be Julia. There's an accent on the U. So whichever one.
Yes.
They are so great because they're learning to be resilient and brave in their career. They also have a second follow-up brag.
I can see that one. I can do that one.
Okay.
Furthermore, Julia is great because they're coloring their hero's planner and achieving tasks and goals while doing it. That's exactly what we want you to do, dude. That's amazing.
That's awesome.
Good on you.
I really like this boast hour because this felt like a really deep self-esteem.
Yeah.
A lot of these brags are these, admissions of greatness. I feel like it came from a place of like self-esteem. That makes me happy.
Yeah. Yep.
Nick, I think you're gonna do Wakana's final brag of the day or boast of the day, however you want to go about the rebranding.
A brag, a boast, whatever. You guys know Wakana. You've heard of Wakana. You love Wakana. And here's another reason why Wakana is so great. Because for the first time in 50 years of life, she said, I saw myself and actually said and believed myself and meant it. Job well done. You look amazing. I do think last night was a turning point for me. Something clicked in my head when I saw a picture from 5 years ago, and I literally gasped. I finally actually see me, not the image I made myself out to be for all these years.
That's amazing.
That is poetic and insane. And I believe I saw, if it's the picture you're referencing here, I believe I saw it posted in school. And if you guys want to be inspired or want to just cheer on Wakana, join the school group and engage with that post because it is incredibly inspiring. And Wakana is just a contagiously inspiring person. And so a great hero to have in this live stream and in the community. And that's a fantastic brag. And I wouldn't even say it scratches the surface as to why you're so great.
Yeah. And Vel, of course, we're here to be allies. So we try to, remember things even when the title is wrong. We want to make sure that we're doing our best. So, yeah, it is one of the best parts about Boast Hour is that it's followed up by something that's almost as exciting as boasting.
More exciting than boasting? Come on.
That's part about Boast Hours. It only lasts 15 minutes.
It's a 15-minute hour, you guys. It's great.
It's true.
It's time dilation.
The really cool thing though is that there is no such thing as a free lunch, but there is such thing as a free journal, and that matters.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So while I pull up this wheel with 27 contestants today,
Ooh,
pretty
a
good.
lot. Unfortunately, it means you have worse odds than most weeks, but what it really is good news of is that you are communing with a lot of people.
True. You got to share the wheel. If you're not sharing the wheel, you gotta share the wheel in life. That's what I always say.
Yeah. Sometimes you have to say, fellow hero, take the wheel.
So true.
That's right.
All right, can we see the wheel?
Yep.
Yep. Spin it, spin it, spin it.
Here we go.
Spin it to win it. Who's it gonna be?
Nova Thrasher.
That's a new name.
Oh,
Nova Thrasher. That's a crazy name. I love it. Who? Nova Thrasher. Are you in chat?
Are you in the chat?
You got to be here, Nova Thrasher. You can't just be putting your name in and running away.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool name, though.
It sounds like you were part of like a post-apocalyptic gang or something. You're probably like driving a cool like dune buggy across the desert with a chainsaw attached to it.
Is Nova Thrasher the same as Nova Pax, or are they eternally at odds?
Nova Pax says, "Oh hi."
It is. There's only one Nova.
The Witch of Letters. That's them.
Congratulations to Nova Pax.
Nova Pax.
You.
Nova Thrasher.
A free journal Friday. Which means you get to shoot an email to support at theheroesjournal.co with your shipping address and with whatever item your heart desires from our website that we have in stock. And we will email it. No, we're not going to email it. We're actually going to ship it to you.
We're going to email it to you. You have to download it, print it out.
Email it back to you.
Yeah.
And then we're going to ship you a physical product.
Physically send it to you.
Nova Thrasher.
Fantastic. Man.
What a week. What a day.
What a day.
What a time to be alive, huh?
David did request our brags. Are we willing to brag about ourselves in these moments before we leave?
I think we can do some sign-off brags.
Sure.
I think that's fair.
Do you want to lead us? You did the early sigh.
I can start with one. I had a tough week. I've had a tough couple weeks, guys. I'm very much in the boat with the braggers here of saying the reason I'm so great is because I'm still here, sticking it out. I'm still showing up. And even though it sucks and it's hard, I know it's going to get better. But that's what makes me great. I'm not giving up.
Well, that's
Well
great.
said. Kyle, I can do one if you don't.
Yeah, go.
What have I been doing? I've been making sure to practice my ukulele because I have a performance coming up this summer at a farmer's market with my ukulele group. So I'm trying to make sure I practice. I've been playing I Can See Clearly Now and Here Comes the Sun. Those are my two that I'm working on right now. Getting the finger picking parts. It's pretty tricky, but I feel like I've been doing pretty well at it.
You didn't use the prefix, unfortunately. So
Oh, you know I'm so great because I did all that. I just said it's in the form of a question. What is a brag?
You know why I'm so great?
Why, Kyle?
My stepmom and her new husband came and visited, and they stayed in my apartment. We have a 2-bedroom apartment, so that was the first time I've ever hosted like my parents, which was cool.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, and it went pretty well.
Good.
So yeah, that was cool.
That is cool.
And although they were here once, we were questing happily. It does not mean that this weekend